Well, Dr. Lori Verderame, this is quite an overlook we've got going on here.
I know. Look at this. Amazing.
It's amazing. And this is where, if you have a Byers Choice doll, this is where they're made. And I have a feeling that there may be one or two that could end up looking like us from this floor.
You never know. The production floor does magical things.
Check it out.
We're at Byers Choice in Bucks County, Pennsylvania, and we're on the production floor, and we're going to build some carolers, the famous carolers, world famous, and we're going to get some too.
Yeah, I apparently that look like us, but I've never seen anything like this. This is the assembly floor.
That's right.
A lot of people are made here. Let's go over and see it. And we're just looking at a small bit of it. Okay, so you ladies are going to make us, correct? Okay, you've got our photos and you've got kind of our outfits, and so that's what's going to happen. But Dr. Lori, tell me about these dolls, because this is what we're talking about, this kind of the Byers Choice doll.
You know, on Value This with Dr. Lori, we always talk about value, we talk about identifying quality, and this is the Byers Choice Caroler, very well known for many, many decades, made right here in Bucks County, Pennsylvania. Each one is a one of a kind, because June and of course Donna and all of the dressers will in fact be making this based on Joyce Byers's ideas and her designs. So today we're going to make some. What people do is they basically will over time collect these limited edition collectibles. Many people collect collectibles and they collect it in all different areas, all different types, but you have to make sure that you're getting the quality pieces. So here's some of the things you want to know about quality. For example,
as you start building
this one's going to hopefully look like me.
Yes.
With some of the things that we always see, right, June?
Yes.
So some of the things I always do, as we know, is I'm an antiques appraiser. So lots of people will say, well, we're going to have some antiques. So we have some antiques on the table for me. And I typically am seen in a couple of things that are pretty indicative of me, the way dogs and pets are indicative of Carol.
So why don't we get started, ladies, and start building our dolls out, if you could.
Yeah.
The people at home can actually get their own dolls made, apparently?
Yes, actually what happens is you can go on the Byers Choice website and you can actually design your own caroler. So, you know, if your father is always wearing his plaid pants, you could actually choose plaid pants.
Okay.
And you can walk through it online.
All right, and because this is Value This, now obviously their dolls that they make are valuable. What about the ones that that will look like us?
Well, let's talk a little bit about that. First of all, you have something called the collectibles, which relate to what's called celebrity collectibles. So they actually relate to a particular person. The fact that we're standing here while they're being made and helping a little bit, right, while they're being made, impacts value.
Here's how I'm helping. Good job.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Right.
So go on.
So that impacts value. The other things that impact value, for example, is in fact, as I said, the quality aspects. The armature, this metal armature that's underneath it, you can see now because most people don't get a chance to see them undressed, right? And also the hand painted, of course, the hand-painted area right here. I don't have my gloves on, which I don't like at all, but the hand-painted sculpted piece that is supposed to look a little bit like me, right?
Right.
So these aspects impact value because they relate to someone who is relatively well-known, and we actually did this, and it's on tape. So all of that helps. I always tell people, you know, if you're at that baseball game and you catch the foul ball, it's a good idea for you to take a picture of you with the foul ball at the baseball game. Okay, because that
maybe
impacts
near
value.
a newspaper or something.
Right,
okay.
Something that would impact value. So the fact that we have, you know, all of this going on around us as well is important.
And it's called the provenance.
It's called the provenance.
Oh, provenance.
From the French, to prove it.
Okay.
Which basically is an important value tip. So you want to think about who's the provenance, or what is the provenance. You want to also think about the quality of the materials, and you also want to think about what represents us. For example, one of the things you said to me was, Dr. Lori, we're going to make sure you have your
white gloves
your
on.
white gloves on, right? Which it really wouldn't be a doll like me if
without the white gloves.
Without the white gloves.
Yeah, and it wouldn't be a doll like me without a dog around. Now,
so my other question to you is, I want to talk a little bit about what's on the base. Show me the base, if you would.
It is labeled, rather than just Byers Choice Limited with a number, it is labeled created especially for you. And
Okay.
then you can have Joyce sign it. Some people like to have the dresser sign it.
Okay.
Or we can put your name on it, however you would like to.
Okay, so it depends on who signs it, making it more valuable.
Okay, and then we're going to let them finish making these, but
Okay.
as we wrap up this segment,
Yep.
what do people look for when they are going into the collectible doll market?
Okay, most people when they're going into the collectible market, whether it's collectible Wedgwood, china or collectible carolers, you want to look for quality materials and you want to look for provenance as well as expertise. Now, our provenance here is they're made in Bucks County.
Okay. Bucks County, Pennsylvania.
That's right. So you want to think about those particular types of things. You also want to think about those pieces that will stand the test of time and are not mass produced by machines.
Okay.
That's a big point because there's lots of collectibles out there, of course, that are mass produced by machines. These, of course, are not.
Thank you so much, ladies, for doing this. These
Thank
Byers
you.
Choice
Very
dolls, we
welcome.
love them, especially when they sort of look like us.
Yeah, they do.
Dr. Lori Verderame, thank you so much. Value this. You're phenomenal.